Hi guys, it's good to be back. Spring is here. It's time to get out into the garden. And welcome back to Chip's Green World. This will be just a short video on how the courtyard is looking after the harsh winter period. We'll also be talking about the upcoming jobs and projects that I hope to get done in the courtyard this year. But before we do that, let's have a quick look back at January, which was a very cold, wintry, snowy, wet and very icy season. Night temperatures dropped to -11, so very cold indeed, but very beautiful. Most things seem to have come through it okay, and it was just truly wonderful to be able to view all this happening through the new glass doors in the kitchen. But then the big thaw came, and now we're into spring and everything's looking quite beautiful. I think the winter display was a true success, and I think by successful, if your winter display is still looking this magnificent in March, you've succeeded. And with all the japonicas flowering in the garden, we've brought in the bees. We've also got the brunnera flowering. I think it may be early, but looking quite beautiful. Skimmier white globes even made an appearance. The hellebores did quite well this year. I was a bit hesitant about them, but they did extremely well. The Christmas pots have held up extremely well. But all in all, everything's looking quite beautiful. It's just a shame that now all of this needs to change. As the sun rises higher in the sky, the courtyard will get more sun, and these japonicas can't stay here. They need to be put into the shade. So, the jobs. The first job is to rearrange all the pots to get the best out of the spring display. And the first ones we're going to tackle are the skimmiers, as all the skimmiers need a new home in a shadier part of the courtyard. So therefore all of them will need to be moved. They were only here temporarily for the winter display. So now I'll put a little corner together on the back left hand side of the courtyard where all the japonas can live in the shade. Then this will free up space to bring some of the hostas forward and some of the ferns, and also allowing me to bring a lot more white elements into the centre of the courtyard this spring. Then we're going to move the two tall terracotta pots with the ivy and the hollies in. They will probably go to the side, probably to the sunnier position. I may leave the ivy in for now, but it may come out at a later date. I haven't decided. All the berries have gone. The blackbirds really enjoyed them over the winter period. I think there's about 2 left, so these have done well. Then we come to the back of the courtyard. I think I'm going to change this quite a lot, because now I'm thinking about putting the Christmas urns back here, and if that's the case then I might not need to change the plants, but I could change my mind and take the plants out, as I could put the robins together and make a little topiary. I could use the japonicas in the japonica corner, and then I could use the ivy on top of the roof garden. Oh, spoiler alert. And the 2 urns back here with big ferns in, I think would look quite spectacular. I'm going to raise the brunnera up so it gives me more height at the back, so I'll just probably put some bricks under there. So that's something else I'm going to do. On the hellebore side, the shady side of the courtyard, I think I'm going to leave the hellebores here, as they did extremely well. And obviously this is going to be now the japonica corner, so that should work nicely. So now let's move on to the projects. And the first project is to move the steps. These are going to be dismantled and moved forward and to the centre, because this is where the raised decking is going to go. It's going to go from this wall, from the door to the door, all the way down the back of the house, raised as high as the kitchen floor, and then once the decking is in place, I will rebuild the steps to run down the centre of the decking to the centre of the courtyard. And as the decking goes the full width of the house, this area here will become the sunniest part of the garden, enabling us to have some sun-loving plants at last, in pots, planters. Should look quite spectacular, if I get it right. Right, now let's talk about the second project, and this is a screening project, because as we lift the camera up here, I'm stood in the kitchen and this will be the height of the decking. You see them windows? They need to be screened off because this building used to be derelict and now someone's taken ownership of it. It will now become an office space, so screening is essential. The honeysuckle and the wisteria will screen all summer long, but I've come up with a better idea. I'm going to put a roof garden on top of the little potting shed. I say little potting shed, this used to be the outside WC. So the project is to either purchase or make a container that will stretch the full width of the roof, and then I will plant it up with shrubs and hanging plants. Should look quite beautiful. So now on to the disaster tragedy of the courtyard. No, not the twisted hazel that's about to burst into greenery, but the box. Oops. This is my oldest box, 25 years old, and it's the only box ball that hasn't been repotted. This could be the issue. I was meaning to repot it last year, never got round to it. So this will go in the hospital wing round the back, and I will have to probably repot it. I have been feeding it since spring, so hopefully it will pick up. And if we compare it to the other two box balls in the courtyard, it's not looking good, is it, folks? Keep our fingers crossed. Right, now on to some exciting news. I've been in touch with a young artist called Hannah who lives on a narrowboat, and commissioned her to do me a number of watercolours based on Chip's Green World. Let's have a little look.
We are Aunt Hannah and Mabel the pup. We live and work from our 50-foot narrowboat, the Courtyard. Come and join us as we attempt to navigate the English canals and the world as full-time artists. Okay, so I am finally painting my Chip's World commission. So do you want to have a little look, see where I am so far, eh?
And here you go, folks. This will be the first print available to buy in the shop.
So I've just got a little bit of paint on, some base colours, quite nice tones so far, and I'll keep layering it up to give it depth.
And here's a quick look at Hannah's other works of art. So beautiful. Check out her YouTube channel, Art in the Corridor. Then I'm going to be selling a limited amount of the prints from the watercolours, so if you're interested, you let me know down in the comments. Gypsy Boy will be running the shop, so we'll see how that goes. But that's about it for this week, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. I will see you very soon in the front garden, probably next Sunday. But until then, have a great week and bye for now.